Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which today witnesses the presenter showing his usual casual contempt for the law of the land, and all in stark contrast to the bowing and scraping to authority that is part and parcel of the make-up of Coilus Interruptus. Remember, this is a man who wants to flog people who park on double yellow lines, as if it matters where they park. Great weekend, I have to say, on Friday and Saturday night. I'd like to say thanks to everyone for making me feel so welcome. And I'm glad that you didn't go, because you would have put a pall over everything. You know, you'd have been no good for that at all. They wouldn't have understand your big face. You'd be saying, no thanks, I'm not drinking, I'm driving. You'd be saying all that stuff.
You stopped over, did you not?
One night. I was up 2 nights, Friday and Saturday.
Did you stop over Friday night?
No.
You stopped over Saturday night?
Yes.
Well, sure, and what? Well, sure, I could have stopped over Saturday night.
No, but you'd never stop over anywhere, because you'd have to pay money. No, and then you would be saying, no thanks, I'm not drinking. No, I'm driving, I'm sorry, I can't take it.
Yeah, and that's the law.
I know, but it's just whatever you do, it doesn't seem right. Because you have an old face on you whenever you say you don't want to drink, as if, what do I would need drink for? You've got a big snooty face on whenever you're not drinking. You get a big look on you and you say, I'm not drinking, thanks. I'm driving.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
That's a sin.
Not a sin, because I see the old bake on you when you do that.
No.
You don't say it. You think you look great.
No, I would just say, no, thanks, I'm driving.
And that's the way you do it.
If someone said to me, do you want a drink? Can I get you a drink? I would say, no, thank you, I'm driving.
No, it's the way you do it.
I say it with a smile on my face.
No smile there.
I do.
No, it's very supercilious.
No, it's
and
not.
Kind of, you look down your nose at them as if, look at you little people drinking.
No, because it's
look at my self-control. And I drink away.
No, but it's best to say to someone at the outset, when they offer you to buy you a drink, they're being very kind of you, and you say, no, I'm driving, and that cuts it all. If you say, no, thanks, they say, oh, go on, have a drink. You say, no, not really. And then when you put it at the very end, no, I'm driving. But
you see, in my
say,
soul...
No, thanks, I'm driving.
See, you're a law-abiding person. You see,
yes.
I'm a rebel, not in any political sense, but inside of me, I'm a rebel. I can't say... do you know the way you can say, no thanks, I'm not drinking, I'm driving?
Yeah.
I can't say that, because I don't mean it. There are many interpretations as to what constitutes a good citizen, one who is a credit to his community, who will walk that extra mile for the benefit of his neighbourhood. The presenter, being evil at heart, has never bought into this, but no amount of enlightenment can convince Coilus Interruptus that he is wasting his time, but humouring the fat cats who feed off his community spirit.
I was looking for a pair of shoes.
You're driving to the Republic of Ireland on a Saturday morning looking for a pair of shoes?
I just thought I'll try somewhere different.
That's okay. Each man to his own.
I searched the city centre here.
To no avail, was it the priest's absolution?
And I said, I'd got to try somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, but I was driving, and once I crossed the border, I encountered a group of volunteers. I didn't know what was going on at the start. And
volunteer shoe shoppers?
No, they were picking the litter from the sides of the road. And I said to myself, I thought, you see 2 or 3, and you say, what's going on? Then you go drive on and see another group, and then another group, and another. Now, this is a distance of, say, possibly 12 to 14 miles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, indeed, miles.
Right, and I said to myself, what's going on here? So I couldn't contain myself. And so at a little place called Fawn, as you well know.
I got off there often.
Yes, I know. And I stopped the car.
Is Emma laughing?
I had to get out. Emma knows what you're talking about. She knows. Shut up.
I like to know when Emma's laughing. It's always a good sign. Anyway, go ahead.
I got out of the car and I said, excuse me, look, what are you doing? What's all this about?
Yes.
And he says, we're a group of volunteers. And he says, and we just were caring for the highways and for our area. And they do that every so often. They go out and they pick up all the litter. And Emma says they were doing it in a place called Muff on Saturday morning.
Yes, we know Muff well.
Yeah, yes. So there you are. So I thought,
I
said, well, that is great.
What does that say to you?
That says to me, here's people who care for their countryside.
No, but see, this is what's the difference between me
and you. And the likes of you will go down that very same road and toss a newspaper out of the car windows you're driving along, or toss your fish and chips out. For those people, they have to come along a month later.
I never toss my fish and chips out unless I finish them first, and then I toss out the wrappers. Don't get me wrong.
And I thought to myself, there's good.
No, but see, this is the way you're a law-abiding person. This is the way you see things. Let me tell you the way I see that. I say to those people, have you no lives? Are you paying taxes? And they'll probably say, yes. What tax do you pay? Oh, I maybe pay 20%. All the money goes to the government. Where's the people who are supposed to do this? This is why you pay your taxes, to keep your highways and byways free of litter. There are men employed by city councils. That's their job. They're paid. They get pensions. They're sent off to places like America to find out how other people lift their litter. But still there's litter in the streets. What they should be saying was, why is that stuff there in the first place?
Because
Instead of going out and doing
people
it.
like you who will not abide by the law
No, it's
and who
not the
throw
point.
litter at your backside. If people like you would stop throwing litter away, then the taxes could be reduced.
Okay.
All right.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay, I shall do my best to reduce taxes by not throwing paper out
No,
of
but
my
help.
car.
Every little help.
Ah, shut up. The murky world of car repair is not often visited by the presenter, but in these stringent times, the behaviour of the nation has had no choice but to alter. Times are tight in the car business. I haven't been talking about Patsy or Francie or Barney for a while because there's been a recession. And you see, Patsy does the bodywork, and Francie's the engine man. But Barney does the electrics. So people doesn't spend as much money in their cars now as they used to. Did you not notice that there? There's people not bringing their cars, and I notice that they're not getting them cleaned as much as often as they did before. They're just letting their cars go by, and they haven't as much mileage up on them. I don't think. What about you yourself?
Well, I
what about
think-
your habits?
I think it,
Your
you must
car
be over-
habits?
I think you must be overcharging because there's a big increase in people working at their cars now.
Yeah, that's because
so
they don't. You see, that's why they don't go to Barney or Francie or Patsy.
You might be too dear.
And they're too dear. Barney's up these prices. Barney, you give me Barney if you get a service of Barney there for £20 there at that one stage.
That's all right.
But now he's up to 40. You know, he's up to 40. And the bodywork, by the time you get your panel bit for £3, you get your panel bit. No, you get a bit of a dungeon there. You get a dungeon in the car and you're going to Patsy and you say, well, you battle that out for us, Patsy. Patsy will get the panel and bit it. And he'd bit it out. He said, I'll give us a fiver, that'll do. But now it's a tenner. It's rough world all round. And I was talking to a woman the other day, and do you know what she was saying? Do you know them wee dogs? Do you know them wee Lhasa Aspros that I had? Do you know what most of them wee dogs is? Them wee dogs are... Yes.
I would say you're
looking at a wee Lasso Apso pup. What do you pay for it?
I would say you'd be...
Come on, what do you pay for it?
I would
Hard
say-
cash there now.
I would say
No checks.
1.5. You'd be doing well.
You wouldn't look at a tail over for 1.5. You're talking 3.
Aye, well,
Talking 3 and sometimes 4.
Aye, yeah.
£400. And do you know what they're saying now? They're saying they're giving the wee buggers away for nothing.
Why?
Because the people can't buy them. They haven't the money to buy them. And so they're saying, giving them pups is all hanging about there. Do you know the last Apso pup? They're born in a wee bag, you know. Like a wee bag of sweets. They come out in a bag. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, it's the rare sight you ever seen. Did you ever hear the expression, bitten your way out of a paper bag? That's what they have to do first thing. The listeners, of course, are of paramount importance, and indeed, what would be the point of the show if there were no listeners? So it stands to sense that what the listeners want will be respected and their wishes will be treated seriously. But they're not, so they're not. She injured her finger on the doors of the
her
school.
wee middle finger, but there's just a wee small nip off it, but it's only 5, you know.
Did you ever see the scar on my finger? Did I ever show you the scar on my finger?
No.
See that finger there I'm holding up?
Yes.
I'm holding it up in a certain way. Well, that finger, there's
I have to go to the Altagavin Hospital, right?
Yes, okay. And what's the wee girl's name? Cara, did you say?
Cara Brawley from Ballycastle.
Cara Brawley from Ballycastle.
And it's from her granny, Helen Brawley, and Rasharkin.
Right. Is she in Altagavin Hospital at the moment?
No, Helen has to go there to see her surgeon who done her operation 6 weeks ago.
Okay. All
So
right, then.
anyway, just say hello to me, Cara and Ballycastle.
I certainly will. Consider that done.
Okay.
Consider that done. Okay.
Carry on with the good work.
Thank you.
Oh, here, while you're on, could you run out Janet Dowd again?
Janet Dowd. She's a lovely singer, isn't she?
Oh, it's just great.
Uh-huh. I might be able to
Run her out, please.
run her out.
Well, give us a wee run, spin on her, you know.
Right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, we run out Daniel. What do you say, run her out?
I run her out.
Run her out. Run her out. Let me run out now.
Are you playing Joe?
Pardon?
Are you playing Joe?
No. I'm not playing Joe Dolan. Not that I have anything against Joe Dolan. I know he's not with us anymore, but there's no reason why I should behave differently now that he's not here. I never liked Joe Dolan's music, and I don't see why you should change now because you're putting me under pressure.
I'm not. It's Margaret's
I know,
birthday,
but explain to Margaret what we do in this programme. We can't do stuff like that. Thank you for listening. Back tomorrow with more friendly fun, presenting the people to the people in another edition of Workers' Playtime.